Here is the assembly for the Kenra display. These are the components. There are 3 of these pieces, 2 of which are identical. The third has a slot in it. That's the only difference between these 3. Here is one of the top components. These 2 pieces here go together. Here is the base, 2 components. These 2 go together. And there are also 3 inserts that are identical. And 1 upright or a call-out box. We'll start with the base. The base requires this piece and this insert. Now the insert has 1 smaller hole than the rest of the holes. It's on the end here. It lines up with the smaller tab on the base. And the way that works is you just hold on to this, you line it up here, and then pop that tab into the hole by just pushing it in. Same here, spin it around, same here, same here. You're going to want to pre-fold a lot of this to help with the ease of assembly, but do that at your own discretion. The other ones just fold up like this and pop into place. They just push into the holes. Same here. These just push in and push in like that. Now that's a completed base that you can set aside. Now here's a top section. None of this matters with regard to order of putting it together until the end at assembly, but this is just the order I've chosen. This is a top piece that goes with this piece, same concept, except these holes are all the same. You're just trying to line it up with the appropriate width and then push these tabs through the hole like that. Again, you're going to want to pre-fold a lot of this to make it easier. Then you do this side, which only has 1 tab. Then this side, making sure you fold this V inward. And then you hang onto these, lock it in like that. Now this side has a slight angle. So when pinching this in, you just want to make sure this area gets smashed flat. And you'll see there's 2 of those over here as well. And then you just push these in and lock. Now you can, afterward, you can massage that into shape and you'll see what I'm referring to when you build it. That piece is complete, set it aside. Now you have your other 3 top sections, which again, all look like this except for the one with the slot, but they all assemble the same. You just open this up like this, pre-fold it a little, close the end, lock it with this cat lock, and then leave that aside. You can do that to all 3. So pre-fold, loosen it up, place those in the lock, set it aside. This side. Put that lock. Now you have those 3 formed. You're now looking for the 3 inserts that go inside them. And the way these go is they kind of fold inward like this. This folds down, these flange backward, backward, and so forth. And you're locking these little tabs into the appropriate slot. Same here, there's another one, which will form a box like this. These should flange outward, and this should flange outward like that. These then get inserted into this part where this glue tab should be at the top of this part. And the top is away from these tabs. So glue tab goes up like this, and then it just slides in like that. Okay. Once it's inserted, then you just fold these 6 flaps in and they will lock into place. So there's 3 and then 3. Okay, and that is the formed part. Do that 2 more times. Let me get that finished. Flanged outward, flanged outward, flange, flange. The bottom glue tab goes to the top. Push that down in. And then fold over these 6 lock tabs. Okay, and that is another completed set. I'll do the same a 3rd time. This tabs into there, this into here. Again, flange these outward, 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 glue tab up. Put this down in. Okay, then fold these 6 over. Okay, now back to the base that we had before. You're going to choose the 2 that do not have this slot. That one goes on top. And all you're going to do is line up these tabs with these holes right here. And the angle is to the front. And this is the front. So you're just lining up those, lining up the centers. If you need assistance locking these, there's an access hole in the bottom. You can hold it and it'll help you to pop it into place. Take the other one without the slot, put it next to this one. So you put that in there. Again, use the access hole to help assist. Now you'll have it to there. Now the one with the slot, try not to bend these early, as I just did. The one with the slot goes on the left side, and all that does is go directly on top of the bottom one. Into the slots, into the slots. That locks down. Now this one, your angled piece, has this flap which fits inside the slot that we spoke of earlier. Then the rest is the same. These 4 lock into the holes on top of this section. So this you just have to work into there. Just get that going into the slot like that. I don't know how to show that, but. And then make sure these are lined up, these bottom pegs. And once they are, it'll just snap into place. And that draws this piece together with this piece, that section in here. Now that you have this component all put together, you're just going to add the upright, which you just form it, close the top. Okay, there's a small flange here on the side you can see. Form the bottom first. Let me get that going first. You're going to want to move this out of the way, like that. And then lay this on its side and work this tab into this slot. So it's a little cumbersome, but not so bad when you have it sitting in the right position. That's now into that slot and locked on. You'll push it all the way down, and then this small tab here folds over and locks into that hole just by pushing it in. And that is your completed display.